beautiful baby girl. 1980, on the 6th of May, was a child born to lead her own pathway. My mother called it stubborn. Maybe it's the Taurus in me. But why the delay? The choice of letting time pass by has a price to pay. I was a bright spark in class, always willing to learn and read out loud. The teacher said I was a joy to teach, pleasant, popular, enthusiastic, and not afraid to speak. I wasn't afraid to make friends of all varieties and kinds, brown, black, white, or other, please specify. The best way to see people was not to judge, except on what they done. Started secondary school with bigger people. I was a little scared, but taught to be confident and prepared. Knowing a few people in the school I made friends easy. And having elder brothers and sisters in the same school made it easy. Trying to keep my head in my books, to learn about life and give myself a new outlook. For my dad always told me, it's not who, but what you know. Don't follow people like a domino. Use your own instincts to reach your limits. Don't be lonely, but sometimes stand alone. And my mother taught me about what I should not condone. Stand up straight, proud and tall. Hold your head up when you walk in the street. You have no reason to be looking at your feet. Make sure your nose is not too high, or you may miss opportunities that pass you by. So I did do my studies, but we all go off track. As a teenager, life goes like that. Missed a few lessons chilling with my crew. Thought all of it was so cool. But to be honest, much of it never did any good. Had to catch up quick if passing still stood. But you have to grow up quick in this day and age. Responsibilities come fast, with a constant flow. They get you giddy, like you got vertigo. I can feel the impact blow by blow. Is someone aiming their crossbow? As I grow older, wisdom starts to play its part. Oh, this is what they must have meant at the start. I've been through some lessons in life is all never as it seems. In reality, people do have shattered dreams. We have sorrow, heartache, disbelief and distrust, and as much as it pains us, we learn to adjust. Learning to share loving moments with people I care for most. Family, friends that should be treasured in the spirit of good hope. As life goes by, the possibilities seem endless. I realize the office job was not for me. It's time to let my true love free. The love from within, the freedom of speech, expression, and poetry. Though I know in life can be hard, I know we have to face it. And to reach our dreams and goals, well, I know we have to chase it. Because in our lives, when we decide to take control, who knows what the future holds. Reason is because not only have I wrote this book, and not only have I made it and put it together, but the poems that are in here and the experience from my writing has all come from you people. It's all come from my family, it's all come from my friends, and it's come from all the things that I experienced with you guys. The ups, the downs, the roundabout ways around, but I'm thankful that everyone can celebrate and see me today, and I would like to go through my journey with you. So, I think a lot of you, yeah, most of you, everybody really knows Rhian. They know Rhian, how Rhian is, and how Rhian is as a person, but they don't really know Rhian as an author, or so how to arts. And for those people that work in the arts, sometimes it really is a grind. You have to work together with a lot of people, you have to communicate with each other, you will have to have like-mindedness maybe, and always want to come out together to put the work in and come out with something positive. So I'm going to go through my journey, and I'm going to start where it all started, really. When I was younger, I don't know why I loved writing, and I don't know why I loved drama. Well, me and Sharon used to kind of play acting games when we was younger, but we loved the drama and the theatre. And when I was at school, now 14, about the same ages as my nieces are now, drama wasn't really a subject in the school, and we had to kind of push for it, and to actually do drama, do theatre, create multicultural evenings, and just to put things out there. So I was approaching the teachers like, do multicultural evenings, and can we do this play, and can we make it up? And once we had a new teacher, and I asked Mrs. Karim, I said to Miss Karim, can you do a drama group? And she was like, oh, that's a great idea, Rhian, I'll put it out to the whole year. So she put it out to the year, she didn't get much response. And after about 3 or 4 weeks, a few of us were coming, but it was only 3 of us from the whole school that was still attending the drama group. Started off with about 10, ended up with 3. With these 3 people, Mrs. Curran was like, I really appreciate enthusiasm, guys, but I can't keep doing drama group, just 3 people. Now, these 3 people, we're all in this room tonight. Those 3 people were myself, Sharon, and Ajay Tatani in the room. Ajay. And she said she was very impressed with our enthusiasm and our dedication to doing drama, that she forwarded us to a drama group. And this drama group, it was a Young Youth South Asian Arts SAMPAD group, and 3 of us all attended for the summer. We did plays and performances with the British Theatre and the Midlands Arts Centre. And tonight, I would really like you all to meet a dear friend of mine. He's like a family member, and he's worked throughout the arts, not only since then, since I was 14 with me, but he has continued to work through the arts. He's done work through charities, he's an actor, he's a director, he's a performer, he's an all-round great guy. Can I please bring to the stage Ajay Tatani. Thank you, Ajay. I just want to say this guy's been here all the way, and he's actually doing charities. He's the chairman now of Oscar Birmingham,
yes.
Which is a sickle cell charity, and he's raised so much money for them. I'm going to pass over.
Good evening all. It's funny listening to you kind of retell the story of being at school. For me, my side of the story, it ties in 29 years ago. I know it doesn't really look like you can talk about stories that happened 29 years ago. But 29 years ago, we all chose drama as our GCSE choice. But because in our year group, we were in the same year at school, we were the only 2 in our year that chose drama. So naturally, the school could never, give that green light for 2 students to be in a drama studio. So Miss Karim, who saved our life, for me, definitely. You know, I didn't join the drama group straight away, and I'd be in and out. But when she organised the meeting for us to go and visit Sampad, based at the Midlands Arts Centre, when I first got to that meeting, there were young people from all over the city, and Sampad, being a dance company and being a South Asian dance company, they were new to the theatre game, but they had hired like really good writers, directors, producers to come and work with us. So we're just like young people from all over Birmingham. We're all in the kind of same age group. You know, it's like you had Indian, Punjabi, Gujarati, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, and Yemeni, and then there was me. And as a Jamaican Indian, I was like, oh, this. But nah, I don't understand, you know, we're different, you know. And, you know, I was like, nah, this ain't for me. And she was like, please, just push through. And I'm so glad I did, because Sampad launched our careers. You know, we performed at the Birmingham Rep, we performed at the Leicester Haymarket, we were attacking a lot of work that, at the time, it was us celebrating our heritage through comedy, through performance, and a lot of our work was very socio-political. And at the age of like 13, you're not really thinking about how deep it is. You know, one of our first shows was like,
Daybreak?
we're at the Rep and it was like this dating gone wrong. And nowadays, you know, 2022, people have dating apps on their phone. 29 years ago, people used to submit VHS tapes to a dating agency. And if you got caught doing that, you know, that would be like the end of your career in the community. So we did all these kind of comedies about these random situations in the Asian community, and it just turned out it had such a domino effect. So a lot of the people who took part stayed in the arts. Now at that time, unfortunately, you know, within the South Asian community, if you go home to your parents and you say, Mom, I want to be an actor, they're going to be like, what are you talking about? No, you're going to be a doctor. You're going to be an accountant, chartered accountant. And it's like, there's no choice. For me, I had that freedom of choice, and I think my mom was just glad that I didn't get kicked out of school, because that was on the cards. So for me, that journey and that kind of, the way we started together, and the fact that we can stand here 29 years later and say, you know what? We made it. We've made a career out of something that it is hard. You know, in the beginning days for myself as a freelance artist, I think between the age of 13 and 19, I had toured all over the UK, yet I had never got paid. And you said something the other day. Rhian came to one of my shows, and in the after show, she said, she had a conversation. You had a conversation with your mum, and your mum said about I said, Mom, what do you tell people when they ask, what does your daughter do?
Right, so what me and Jay talking about is like I sometimes, as artists, I think a lot of artists can relate to this because, like you said, it's not really an academic kind of approach down a career, and people are never really sure about what it is you're doing. And I said to my mom, I said, Mom, you know, like now, 30 years later, like, what is it that you tell people that I do? And she's like, you do some restaurant work. And I was like, okay, so I'm an author, I'm a poet, I'm a writer, Bhatoe. So I think the author, writer, and poet be kind of without the window. So this is what we're trying to say, that, you know, this is why I want people to be part of this journey and to let our family and our friends know how much hard work goes into it as well.
And you inspire me because, you know what, I need to have that same conversation 29 years later. If I was to say, Mom, what do you say to your friends when they ask you, what does your son do? My mom would probably say, oh, he's the chairman of Oscar Birmingham, the organisation for sickle cell anemia relief. I'd be like, Mom, you do know that's a voluntary board. first time I had a BBC contract. It was like, by then I was about 24, and I had already been getting paid very handsomely for me, between the age of 13 to 33, I got paid well for playing 14-year-olds. Even at the age of 30, I was playing 14-year-olds. So it's that acknowledgement from your parents. Sometimes the community knows who we are. They've seen us working, whether on stage, in theatres, also in schools. I still teach young people, and it's that acknowledgement from you in the room today that it's just a beautiful thing that we can go, you know what, you're our author, you are our poets, and we welcome you home.
Thank you. Plus 35 plus, I'm not that old, 35 plus years, and I love you and your friend and your family, and thank you again for being here. And just to represent our South Asian arts and the work that Sandpad does, something along those lines. Tonight we've got a performance for you, and it's going to be a dance from Rhian and Takesha from Bollywood Dreams Dance Company for you. was working for Street Cred magazine and community enterprises, but now it's a Phoenix newspaper, and we have Steve Williams here tonight from Phoenix newspaper. And I just want to say, Steve didn't really know what's going on or anything, to be honest. But I just wanted to say, I would like to thank Steve, as since then as well, 1999, he's continued to support me. He's supported my career, and he's followed us, we've followed the paper, always taking pictures, getting us in there, every award ceremony or event. He's covered personal events, like I think it was my partner's uncle was 100, and did that event as well. So I'd like Steve to just come up here for a moment, just to say thank you. Steve, this one's for you. It's about time we deserve a drink, because he's always doing work in the community. He's always covering a lot of events for people, promoting artists, putting their work out there, and helping to publicise them as well. Always see him on the grind, always see him with his camera in hand. I just want to say that.
Thanks for yes, I'm incredibly proud to know that we've been part of your journey. And we're still part, an integral part of your journey. And you never forgot where we were in your journey. So, on behalf of everybody at the Phoenix newspaper, especially Dr. Martin McLaughlin, who couldn't make it here today because she's in Jamaica doing business here today, but hugely proud of you. And we're always going to be there in your journey. And this is just the beginning of your journey, I know that. So, as long as the journey is there.
Still need to take pictures.
And I know it's over, I just take it snaps and take it to the people who know. Yeah, I'm just incredibly proud. I can't say more than that. And I'm sure our people will just echo our feelings. And so it's just keep on doing what we do, right?
Oh, cheers. I would also like to so, and from the same era as well, from Street Cred magazine, is that long ago, but I haven't seen this lady for a while, and we just walked into each other again very recently, and I was so impressed at what she's been doing, because she's continued to also work in the arts, and at the moment now, she's a BBC presenter and journalist, and she deals with news and current affairs, but she's also another female author from Birmingham, and does have a new book out called The Sweetest Sound. But tonight, Yvonne is gracefully going to do a reading for us, and I'd like to bring Yvonne Brissett to the stage.
Good evening, everyone. Firstly, I'd like to say how proud I am to be here today at Rhian's book launch. Like many of us that we've heard already, Rhian and I worked together about 25 years ago, and at the time it was a magazine that was quite new. We were running around, we were interviewing stars like Jodeci and other artists like R. Kelly at the time, and various people that were coming to Birmingham. And it was just, for us, we were just sort of starting out, trying to make our names writers, and it was such an exciting time. So to be able to just keep going on this journey and be here today at Rhian's book launch is such a proud moment for me. So I would just like to share one of her poems with you. I'm very honoured that she's invited me to read a poem, so I'm just going to go straight into it. It's called Every Time. Every time I hold you and look in your eyes, I see the man I love and realise that for you, anything I will do, as long as you hold me in your arms too. I will sleep by your side if you will hold me tight. I will tell you my wrongs if you can help me put them right. I will tell you my secrets every time if you promise not to tell, for my feelings that go deeper than if I had a wishing well. Every time I say your name, my knees get weak, my hands perspire and I get cold feet. Every time you walk in the room, my blood starts to bubble, my temperature's so high. With you, there's never a reason to be shy. Every time I just think of you, I feel you round my back. Every time I smell the scent of you, my mind goes off track. So I would like to say thank you just for being mine and for being there for me when I call every time.
Thank you very much. That was beautiful. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that. That is it's an honour for me to have been on here actually tonight as well. Such a strong artist and a performer and no works what she does as well. Yvonne has also got a book which I mentioned earlier on. It's called The Sweetest Sound. It's definitely one for the ladies. I've been reading this book. And you know, it's one of those ones that you don't want to put down because you really want to know what happens next. And it's really up to the times, just the way that women think. And Yvonne has actually contributed as well as raffle prizes today. So we're lucky we might be on that. Good luck to you. I'm going to carry on, moving on swiftly with our journey. And as we continue to work in the arts and we do all that, in 2005 up until 2007, worked for a magazine called Whisper Magazine, and this is a community-based magazine created and put together by Andrew Lindo. Andrew, yes, and he put a lot of effort into himself, he made it for the community, it was all about promoting artists, and he gave me the opportunity to have a poetry page in the magazine, and I was Rhian in the poetry panel. We did quite a few editions to Rhian. And distribution, so I'd love for you all to meet Andrew Lindo.
Good evening, everyone. I'd like to say congratulations to Rhian on her book launch. It's been a long time coming. I've known Rhian for almost 20 years now. As she said, she used to write the Poetry Pal section in the magazine, and she did some really good poetry. It was basically a free magazine to kind of inspire and educate young people. And she did her section, and I think it reached out to a lot of people. We got a lot of really good feedback from it. So it's really good to see that she's still doing her thing today, and she's still inspiring people. So I wish her all the success with this book, and I hope it does really, really well. Thank you.
Andrew actually still does do a lot of work with the community. He does a lot of, he's really good graphics designer, so if anybody needs any graphics done. But even funeral pamphlets and things for the community and flyers and books, and if you want to promote anything or you want a flyer or you need a booklet or anything made, then Andrew's the person to come to. Right, and over there. Right, but one thing I do want to say is When I did actually first meet Andrew through a friend of mine, Yash is here, and we'll be hearing from him later, and Bigger, they were the ones that introduced me to Andrew, and Andrew asked me to do a just a little something, community something, or a presentation, so that he could hear my style. So I actually wrote this poem to present to Andrew, and I got the job. But this one is a community one, and it's called Birmingham Crew. So it goes. Hey there, let's not make a scene, whether you're from Smallheath, Yardley or Acock's Green, Moseley, Selly, Oak, Bourneville and King's Heath, or surrounding areas we don't like causing beef. So let me tell you something so you've been warned, whether you're from Quinton, Edgbaston or Harborne, if your heart's in Handsworth or even Wood, let's correct those who are misunderstood. We don't want to hear sirens, ringing of bells, so fix up if you're living in Perrybar, Aston, Newtown or Lascelles. Because this is what we call the Birmingham Crew, to get through this life where mistakes are few. Now your confidence can allow you to keep your head up high, but that don't mean your people have to die. Just because you feel you got the wrong things to prove. Instead, let's be an inspiration for those still in our schools, because it's not over, no, we're not done. Living in this city we call Brum. With so many faiths, diversity, culture and creed, we don't run this city on jealousy and greed. Shadowed by a reputation of shootings, stabbings, gangs, fights, riots, death and bloodshed. Let's get our minds right, this isn't good for our heads. Instead, let's find a way to guide and lead for our younger siblings and seeds. Feed your mind with knowledge, pick up some books, to give your life a new outlook. Don't need to live by hook or crook. Because we all need money, yes it's true. And when it's low, what can we do? Look in our hearts and stay true. Override the perceptions on the news. Looking at life with different views. To get together and make some real change. In our hearts and souls it doesn't cost a thing. Finding ways to gain a little power and respect. Let's learn how to come correct. A better way to make bread from crumbs. Let's love this city of Brum. If you're taking drugs to get rid of the pain, don't distract yourself with bud pills, glue and crack cocaine. Change direction to keep yourself sane, to flourish in what you love and to let it rain. Because there's so much talent in the city of Brum. Let's show the world how it's done. Let them see how we got it going on. Underground talent where we're coming from. Show all those who are misunderstood. Looks like our work just came out the wood, but no, it just came out the hood. Whether it's music, dance, creative arts or fashion, we're living in a city with drive and passion. So let's get together. Let's get together and make it right. Keep your enemies close and your homies tight. So we're all here for a little bit longer to make Birmingham that much stronger. Because we really are the heart of our country. Let's give it some soul, creating reputations we can all uphold. Thank you. And keeping in track with this as well, I've got somebody very special. And the reason why I say it's special, because we haven't really worked together much. Not at all, actually. I've seen this person working in the community. That's what I must say. And I have invited them here today to do a little speak for us about the community, because this person, they always seem to be there when something dramatic and something drastic has happened in the community, like we've lost a young child to stabbing and, police are involved and, it's a misjustice and miscarriage of justice situation. And I've seen him on the news and I've seen him really put some heart and thought into what he says and he does and care for the community. And it's all very positive to have somebody there to support you when you really need them. But I wanted this person to appreciate the positive side of the community and things as well. And I see that you're always there when people go through grief, and I see that people need the support from the community. But also I did want to invite him here today just for something positive and to celebrate with us and to celebrate himself. Can I please ask everyone to put their hands together for Bishop Dr. Desmond Jadu.
Hi, good evening, everyone. It's a privilege to be here. And it's great to be here to look at something which is positive. I do look at a lot of positive things in our community, but the big issue is that we don't really celebrate them or embrace the positivity that's in our community. Sadly, there are times when we have more issues of negativity that happen in our community more than anything else. But one of the things is that we're great at is embracing negative energy, and we don't embrace the positive energy. And just standing over there and listening to Rhian's journey, a partner said to me, I want you to come to the book launch and support her. And I said, well, I'll support anything that means that we can do well and we can embrace people's advancement in our community. And just for the record, I mean, I worked with him on pirate radio, my past, many moons ago. Yeah, we ran a pirate radio station. I actually had to admit that in open court about 25 years ago. And the thing is, but do you know what? I just want to touch on that journey. That poem mentioned it varying areas. And I used to play sound system. I wasn't born a bishop. I used to keep house parties. Just Eye Roadshow was a sound that I was a part of. And you know, today's Friday, isn't it? And on a Friday night, we'd either prepare for which house we're going to play in tomorrow night, or we'd actually be on the road tonight. You know, but life has changed so much. But that journey is absolutely crucial, because I would never change anything on my journey, because it's my journey that has molded me into who I am today. Rhian's journey, you know, I listened to what she had to say. I wanted to do drama. Well, I remember being at school, I said to the deputy head, I want to be a doctor. And he says, no, Jadu lad, you need to be a carpenter. Straight away, your aspirations are knocked. And then you can relate to that. 3 of you in a drama class. I can't maintain this drama class. But the thing about it is, with self-determination, you will succeed. And that's the thing. Doing what I do is not nice. I will tell you now, being a bishop is wonderful. But I'm very different because I get my hands dirty too much. You get criticized for every step you make. But the difference is this. I am a person that can talk to government, but talk to the person on the street corner selling drugs. That's special. It's also special when you can turn your life experiences into poetry to actually inspire others. Every single one of us has a role and a task to play in life. But importantly, it's that energy that you use to make a difference. And tonight, Rhian has made a difference, because she's actually published a book. We should embrace that. Give her that massive round of applause, because we know something. One of the things we don't do is wake up to the realization that we can achieve and be whatever you want to be, but you have to have that determination. You have to have that self-belief. And when others try to knock you and say you're a fool, you're the one that laughs at them, because at the end of the day, that same teacher who says you need to be a carpenter, I have a doctorate, I'm not a medical doctor, I'm a bishop, and I'm an influential person, even if I say so myself. But I give God thanks for that, because do you know why? Someone has to do it. Because just like the body of Christ, we all have our roles and our functions to play. And we're reminded in Colossians to do it well. Do it well unto the Lord, meaning you give God thanks for what he has given to you. Don't be jealous of your neighbor. Don't say, look at her in that wonderful green dress. Same color as a book cover, isn't it? Don't seek to criticize. Embrace and say well done. Say congratulations. Support her in what she's doing. And importantly, That book there, the only way you can really support her is by buying it. So do you know something? God bless you all, and thanks for having me. Thank you very much. Thanks very much, everyone.
Thank you, you're welcome. Thank you very much, guys. Right, so carrying on. Now, in a way, I want to tell you the way that this is all connected, because it's like everyone works with everyone and everyone gets to know everybody in the arts. But the next person that I want to invite to the stage, he's a dear friend of mine, but I want to tell you how we met, because I actually met him in this very room. And that was in 2006. And all I know is one day, about 3 o'clock in the morning, I got a phone call. And I had a guy named Nexus on the phone, and I was thinking, who is this? And Nexus was like, oh yeah, Andrew, Lindo gave me your number. But it was for arts, and it was communicating and networking. And they had seen this Birmingham poem in Whisper magazine and appreciated the poem and felt they wanted to get hold of me. So Nexus and Rock Gents arranged a meeting with me, and my first meeting was actually in here. We decided to meet when it was the Trump. But funnily enough, they were sitting at a table, and I came in and I sat in the reception area waiting for these two people unknown to me to meet me. And I was sitting there for 15 minutes. For 15 minutes waiting for these, thinking, okay, I'll give them a minute, but I might just go. And I seen these two guys looking at me from the table over there. They'd been sitting there all before I came in. And something just told me to go and ask them if they were these people. And they'd been literally sitting there for 20 minutes waiting for me to turn up, but I hadn't noticed that it was me because I hadn't seen them. And that was the first time I've actually met Nexus and Rock Gents, 20 minutes from not recognizing me. But since then, Rock Gents has become a dear friend. He's always, one thing I want to say, what Rock Gents reminds me as well of is, it's hard sometimes. Arts isn't a big money job. And to go places, to go events, to go to performances, and to go support other artists, it sometimes is a hard job to do. But friends like these, and people that support you, and people that help, there might have been times when I would have been struggling to even go to an event. But I might have had a friend like Rocky or somebody that said, you know what, Rhian, let me take you, let me pick you up, let's go together, let's, inspire each other, let's really, support each other. So I would like to invite Rocky to the stage, but Rock Gents is going to do a reading for me, and he's also going to do a few phrases. That's all right, Rocky, here we go, come on, do some phrases. Please welcome Rocky Clive Regent, better known as Rock Gents.
She's been fantastic, and today is her night. And look at everybody, and hoping that she inspires the poet in everybody. I believe that everybody has got poetry in them, and I hope that tonight it will bring it out, and I hope that at some stage, with children and everything like that, because poetry also can deal sometimes with your mental health. You're going to write things down and write about your feelings and everything like that. You write for feelings and life and things, So I've in turn performed for a very long time, so just bear with me. I'm just going to read a poem from Rhian's lovely book, and she's blessed. She's very, very blessed. Okay. Days in our lives. I wake up every morning, I remember yesterday, things I've gotten over and the things on my way. I have so many things to do when so many has done, looking at the things in the past, looking at things of yet to come. But when it comes from today, never do I know, what shall I learn? What shall I show? I wonder if the sun will shine. I wonder if I find my glow. How my days are grey and bleak, so time is very slow. But if I enter into my day with the right frame of mind, the things will come so much easier and the pathway easy to find. So I lift my head up high to find the right feeling. So less in the day and less to fight. So I won't worry about my tears and sorrow, because then again, there's always tomorrow. I do my poems, but I thought this is Rhian's day. And I'm just going to do a right frames and everything, sayings and everything. And it's just little sayings that I hear that people say every day. One, I'm going to read about 5. Quality, and this is especially for Rhian. Quality never stays in one place. It has to move on because it's a teacher. You will never be happy if you don't wonder. You'll never laugh. Sorry, let me read that again. You'll never be happy if you don't wonder. I'm getting a bit nervous here. You'll never be happy if you don't laugh. You'll never wonder if you don't think. Control your own feelings. Don't let others control them for you. Don't give me a loaded gun without the bullets and ask me to stick up for you, because with the wrong information, I can be shut down. Get rid of the drama and stick to the facts, because with the facts, I can help you out of that drama. Thank you.
Cheers. Thank you, Rocky. Appreciate it. Oh,
Bless you.
thanks for all the lips. Right, also take a picture. Cheers. Thank you, guys. Right, so not long left to go, but we got to 2007. And from 2007 to 2011, I was actually in a collective, and we did open mic nights for every last Sunday of the month for about 7 years, with Andre Hessen and Smash Hessen. Unfortunately, they can't be here tonight, but I am going to do a poem, one that I wrote during that period. This poem is called Crumble and Fall. What will we do when we crumble and fall? What will we do when we crumble and fall? What will we do when we crumble and fall, and the earth shall rise beneath the soul? For earth shall continue without man, after we've destroyed its land, taken all that we wish to own, ripped apart at the seams of the ozone. Satellites in the skies reflecting back on ourselves. It ain't gonna happen, it's begun. All the damage that's been done in the idle minds of what our future holds. It's all about money and control. 'Cause time is not money, no, time is time. And the days don't pay cash at the end of the line. Forgot about the paper trail our ancestors left behind to put forth what's on our minds. Express it in music, but what's in store? Shake your booty to the floor. Don't think too quick, the video looks like a XXX flick. Now sexters sell, but are we all sold out? In a world contrived, can't see past the billboard set, 2 in ties. Ooh, his chest is out, her skirt's thigh-high. I think I might go and buy that device. Take it home and let it take over my life. Got all the gadgets to stay inside, and meanwhile, our brains are fried. And outdoors has turned into a dullish grey of poverty, death and decay. While a political speaker lives in his prime, Mister, can you explain why so many people have to die? But no explanations, just alibis, cause the Mason monster only has one eye, setting his sights on living a lie. But it's past the point of no return, it's all far gone, and only God will ensure that justice is done. The streets shall collapse back into the seas, the rainforest may replenish its trees, and the polars, they may refreeze. The flowers will be pollinated by the birds and the bees, but after man is machine, and machines are done, earth will await the next coming to come, and they will see that we weren't wise, and that's why we reached our demise. But what will you do? What will you do? What will you do when we crumble and fall? What will we do when we crumble and fall? Right, thanks guys. I would like to invite as well somebody to the stage now that was also a performer at Artistic Souls, like Rock Gents too, actually, who was also part of our collective with Artistic Souls. One thing I'd like to say about this person, I'm going to invite King Yash to the stage. Is he around? Is Yash? Oh, yeah. One thing I've got to say is Yash has actually just been a friend of mine from around the way from a long time. We've met in so many different places and different ways that I can't even remember exactly how we met. But the thing that I love about Yash is he's such a positive person. You there, Yash? Even though we know we all go through our struggles through life and everybody, complains or moans or talks about whatever it is that does bother them, I've always seen Yash with a positive frame of mind. He always says something to me that is encouraging, supportive, uplifting, and positive. So I'd like to also tell you that Yash is going to do a little poem for us, and a poem of your own, yeah? Okay, well, you can tell them we can do 2 poems. That's great. Okay, so I'd like to welcome King Yash. It's not coming out this time.
How y'all doing, all right? Good evening to y'all. Just want to say, first of all, thanks to the Most High. Mike, to all our praises, glory to him, yeah? Allowing us to be in here, yeah? And give us another breath. I see a lot of gifted peoples in there. It's good to see different walks of life, It's all love, yeah? I ain't wear the green because Rhian was wearing the green. It's that every day, the 20th, I always wear green, yeah? Love, or the second, yeah? And that's one of our universe colors, green. I'm not going to hold it up. I know there's other people that's got to get on the stage. I've got some other missions, been just mad today, man, with missions, yeah? And I got to go to another mission after this. I met Rhian. I feel so funny, I can't take this mic up. But anyways, I met Rhian about 2007, I think she said, 2005, 2007. Her and his sister, really. What happened was I was in Handsworth. I don't know what I was doing, but anyways, I ended up going into their front yard by a tree, and I ain't gonna say no more. So I heard a girl, yeah, what you doing out there peeing, and I'm like, oh, excuse me, sorry. And I left. And after that, I met Rhian. We still right now, we was talking about it recently. We don't know how we actually met up, but I remember the second time I was over hers. I came to Answorth, came to her, show some of my poetry, and she showed me some of her poetry. And ever since then, we've been clicking. And I think she did an event on Broad Street, and I did a soundtrack over there. And then we was off and on, and then we had a lockdown and all that. Then I was on other missions, she was on other missions, and we linked up again. We kept in touch, you know, in town, because she was working at the CAF. And I used to go down there and talk to her employees and boom, boom, and have a cup of coffee and just keep in touch with what we was doing with the music. And then I got a text recently, I'm just gonna make a long story short, I got a text recently, can you give me a call, boom, 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 boom. So I gave her a call, I was like, yeah, I'm doing this book lounge. I'm like, book lounge? You know, she's come a long way, you know. And I'm gonna say like this, I'm only giving 9% of my, 9%, 99%. 91% is theirs tonight, yeah? I'm just giving 9%, yeah? So I'm gonna get into it, yeah? I got both of these tracks on the soundtrack, but I'm gonna do spoken word. A lot of my lyrics is poetry. Yeah, I'm gonna go like this. And I like to walk with the mic. Goes to Dada and Ma, even though you had differences. I don't know if y'all heard this, I hope y'all do. I'm still promoting and marketing, you know, to get everybody to hear this song, yeah? To Dada and Ma, even though you had differences, I still love y'all. To Dada and Ma, even though you had differences, I still love y'all. Ma, you're always loving, caring, spent most of my time with you. Never want to see us less, gave us what we wanted, provided. Without Dada, somehow you managed. Think it was the blessing of the Almighty Higher. Remember when I woke up in the middle of the night, pointing my fingers at the lions, tigers, walking back and forth at the end of our bed. Garden, can still see him clearly up to this day. Very protective of me. He didn't want to see me with no other girls. Own church girls kept me in camp, firefighters, sent me right to Rhode Island trade shops to make something of life, keep me off the streets. That's what you wanted. Just want to say you did your best, Ma. Maybe it wasn't for me. I did it my way. Took some falls through the storms, learned my lessons, got back up, made me stronger. Although you didn't approve of so much stuff I did, you still showed me love. Overseas now, every once in a while we call each other to make sure things were right. As you grew older in age, your hearing went bad, so I had to pass the message out to little bro. Before your body goes in the dust, I hope to see you again. If not, be in the resurrection. To Dada, R.I.P. Dada, you know. To Dada, R.I.P. I'm gonna leave it like that, yeah? Just lost a little track there. Dada, R.I.P. to Dada. It's been a while, it's been to Dada. This goes, Ma. And we're gonna go to Dada and Ma, even though you had differences, I still love y'all. To Dada and Ma, even though you had differences, I still love y'all. You can get the rest of it on YouTube, yeah? For some reason, the second part is blanked. So we're gonna get into the next part. This one is Yo, the Calling. And it goes, yo, the calling for a long time blessed me, didn't know I had it in me. Yo, the calling for a long time blessed me, didn't know I had it in me. I'm in the UK, some thoughts came across my mind, now I've written this message. Hit the studio, get on the mic, record, burn a CD, distribute to the peeps. I had one calling back in States, United States, 85, off of public high school, in the classroom with some big homies of mine, rapping, rhyming, trying to show me how my mind wasn't focused, couldn't catch on, and some other bull. Then there's a second call in the States, 9-8, I called Robinson in the dorm, laying on my bunk, watching TV. Some other homies of mine came in pen and pad, asked me to come and get down with them. I refused, didn't think I could rap or rhyme. All along, this sent something to me I couldn't see. Then there's a third calling, only this time is in the United Kingdom, 2005 to 2007. Bless is one of our winning numbers. I met up with some family members of mine, rappers, bigger, Addy and them. Ever since then, I've been been the most spiritual waking in my life for real. 3 Strikes You Out, I blew that to a certain extent, so now I'm down. We're making tracks in the studios. Some parts of I kind of messed up because it's been a real long day, so my focus it's not really on point right now with a lot of the tracks, but I'm going to put that out in a video soon, yeah? And the next thing is, Rhian did ask me to do this book, and I didn't get a chance because I've been so busy all week. And I looked at some of this stuff, and I was like, oh, which one should I read? And I was like, I don't know which one, man. But because of what just happened, I'm going to read this one right here, yeah? And it's called Live and Forgive. How do we know if we shall see each other tomorrow? Or what lays around the corner? The things we take for granted and the things we and the things we let be. For what will happen in the future we shall not see. If today I can tell you I'm sorry and you're not here when I am, then I ask you to forgive me now, right here, when you can. Did I ever tell you that I love you? And so because in my heart I really do. For if we're not tomorrow, I'd at least like you to know that I was not afraid to let my feelings show. So learn to live and really forgive if you really care, because tomorrow the people you love, they just might not be there. And that's a true statement. That's very true, yeah? So you may see me, yeah? You may see me tonight. And you might not see me tomorrow, man. I see one of y'all. Man. So it's good to live with one another. I know it's hard, you know, because how we was brought up in the streets, you know. So we're still learning, especially the young ones. You know, I did a lot of work with the young ones, still doing a lot of work with them. You know, I'm a man, bishops, man, just, you know, stick on it, you know. And, you know, we can't save everybody, but, you know, we're planting that seed, yeah? Love.
Here we go. Cheers, very nice one. Thank you very much. Right, thank you, Yash. It's important to him. Keeping on to the Artistic Souls theme as well, I would like to introduce to you a singer that is going to come and do a couple of songs for us. She was also in the Artistic Souls Collective as well, and I hadn't seen her for a few years. And I was really impressed to say that she's actually also got a book published. So not only is Yelitza a singer, but she's also another female author from Birmingham. Can you all please put your hands together for Yelitza Smith?
Evening. Hi. Can you all hear me? Is that yes? Can you hear me? Good evening. Wanted to start off obviously with a huge congratulations to my sis Rhian. I got a text message, but it was a Facebook message out of the blue asking if I've been doing any singing, and I was like, I haven't been singing for ages, you know. But that's how we met. Our paths crossed at Artistic Souls, and those of you who know Rhian know that she's definitely an artistic soul. And her poetry, particularly when she's been reading, it just brings back memories of those sessions we would have and the times we spent together. And it's really inspiring, and it's just lovely that even in her moment, she's still ringing people and going, come on, and you can bring your book, and you can bring your merchandise, and you can bring this, and you can bring... And I'm like, I'm not taking your light like that, you know what I mean? But obviously I wanted to come just to bless the mic and just to recognise that we have been on a journey together, and I'm really, really proud of her. So I'm just going to sing a couple of songs for you, if that's okay. I'm not used to standing still. Is the volume all right? Going through my mind, ooh, time after time, same old, ooh, line after line. You just need some time with me. Ooh, maybe it would show that with me is where you wanna be. Come spend your time with me. Ooh, same old. Ooh, line after line. Let's get some privacy. Ooh, so you can solely concentrate on me. Ooh, all eyes on me. I love it, I want it, I need it, you got it. Baby, give your loving to me. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, same old, same old. Ooh, line after line. Oh, 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 yeah. Oh, yeah, I'm going through my mind. Ooh, time after time, same old. Ooh, line after line. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. It's been a while. Okay, last one from me, and then I'm gonna obviously pass the mic. So I'm a big fan of Afrobeats. Anybody a fan of Afrobeats here? So I thought I'd do a remix, but I'm just kind of finding my feet, so I kind of picked a slow one. But still. There's something you. Be the source of my pain. Be the reason I can't get love out of my brain. Knew the moment that I met you, the way I could forget you, can't explain. Never be the same. Ooh, you make my heart go crazy, can't explain. It's insane, baby, 'cause I knew that you were the one for me, baby, and I hope that you feel the same for me. Had me lost in your eyes, how you fascinate me, and the warmth of your smile sends a shiver through me. Knew the moment that I met you, the way I would forget you, can't explain. It's the same. Ooh, I knew that you were the one for me. Oh, baby, and I hope that you feel the same for me. Oh, first love, first feeling, first kiss, first meeting. Oh, ooh, first love, first touch, I can't get enough. You are my first love. I knew that you were the one for me. Oh, baby, and I hope that you feel the same for me. So I want you to sway a little in your chairs. You gotta help me with my nerves. I'm nervous. If I see you moving, I feel a little bit better. Hey, there we go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, I knew that you were the one for me. Oh, baby, and I hope that you feel the same for me. Oh, I knew that you were the one for me. Oh, baby, and I hope that you feel the same for me. Oh, oh, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, oh, yeah, yeah. Congratulations.
Oh, here you go, babes. And you know what? I'm just gonna do this now because if I'm we're not quick enough to see. Look at these fabulous ladies. Thank you very much. Cheers, thank you. Look at these fabulous ladies, hardworking, tough women, strong. Everybody give them a round of applause. Making a difference, making a difference. Right, guys, so continuing with the story. After Artistic Souls, I continued to do events, and I started to do mixed messages events, which were events that I was putting on in order to help promote other artists. And we were actually working with other artists and building their confidence for stage and for performances, with their writing and with their works. And then I was providing a platform on which they could perform. This mic's dodgy. A platform which they could perform with an audience that could help network with them. With Mixed Messages, I had a lot of support from other artists, and people came and performed. open mic, like doing beatboxing, singing, poetry, all sorts, comedians and things as well. And I had a couple of guys, Big Mo. Big Mo is from his brother, it was Fatal Hussein, who we unfortunately lost a few years ago in a car accident. But he was from the Tupac Outlaw crew. And Big Mo's been working with me over the last few years in order to promote Tupac's tribute tours and also to connect UK and USA and their artists. And tonight, although Big Mo has got stuck in the USA because they're making a film and a movie, unfortunately he couldn't be here today. He has actually sent some artists to represent him and BMI, HMI Productions, but I'm sure they're great artists in their own right. Can you please welcome Apollo and Tapis? Tapis is going to come up first and do some poetry for us. Yeah? Yes, thanks, Tapis.
Hello. Hello, beautiful people. You look like I see your pretty faces. Yeah, simply effective. I got a few words. You know, simply amazing, exquisitely outstanding, marvelous. Yeah. Well, basically, I'm gonna get into it still. This poem I'm gonna do is I had a few poems I recite. This one is entitled Black Pain, and this was inspired by the MP they call David Lammy. We kind of crossed path, you know, yesteryear some time ago, and like he used the term black pain was as old as time, and I said I was gonna actually use the term to make a poem. So this is a poem anyway. It says, I once heard a voice in the wind saying black pain was as old as time, and I was like, oh dear, life, she can be so unkind. The brutal, ugly, mean physicalities of the Ku Klux Klan ignores the last words. I can't breathe as George Floyd's neck collides with murder, naked murder, stuck between a rock and a hard place. The Grim Reaper creeps up as the angel of death is accompanied by a decomposing odor. 7 shots in the back. Black lives under attack. Prophetic senselessness is protected by systematic bureaucracies, polarizing the tendencies for unfair inequalities, supporting the devil. The memory change. Blood drips from black veins, fertilizing the cropping sugar canes. Slaves toiled, whilst their spirits and souls suffers in pain, in the burning sun and pouring rain. Let me explain. This is why, personally, I wear my integrity wrapped around my head like a bandana, representing self-worth as my crown of honor. I'm my own king. They'll never break the drive in our melanin skin. Lewis Hamilton will keep on winning, confident and bold. Our melanin is black gold as we shine, the greatest of all times. Like an army of Bob Marley's buffalo soldiers, loading muskets in the defiance of the miscarriage of injustice, fighting for survival on arrival in 1619. When we were taken from Africa and brought to America, our blood boiled and spilled like a lake of lava, burning, running, melting magma, the epitome of an angry volcano. We will conquer. Nubian prince, princesses, kings and queens were packed and stored on ships like tins of sardines, whilst our ancestors from the Nile Valley civilizations' credits were stolen by arrant academical hypocrites. Still they can't unlock the secrets of the Egyptians building the great pyramids, bricks by bricks, and stone by stones we will march on, as our chants echoes through the voices of the windrush generation. Wickedness and lack of morality has been used to suppress the process of natural liberty. Bunch of blood-sucking cowards with their slippery nature of words. The truth is generally seen and rarely heard. The 1863 Emancipation Proclamation did not stop blacks from being action. It was all an illusion. Frederick Douglass still had to fight for abolition. The abolitionists, black revolutionists. This summary is more than rhymes. So does anyone begs to defer the fact that black pain is, was, still is, and is as old as time? Black pain. All right. So, moving swiftly on, this poem is entitled Racism. And I'm actually like looking at everyone, different creed, different races, different colors, shapes, sizes, and we're all one. So basically, I think racism is kind of like ideal. I was kind of going through my catalog and I decided I was going to do this one anyway. So moving swiftly on, it says, how I was born, I do not remember. And how I will die, I do not know. Death is the most expected yet unexpected occurrence. We can accept it or fight in ignorance. We are all going to dust, no exceptions. So why racism? I'm letting you know. I'm voicing my opinions before the frauds and overflows. There ain't nothing about it appealing or appetizing. And if I can't express how I'm feeling, then to myself, I'd be lying. I write with tears in my eyes and the stain it leaves. I once saw the devil with coal in his right eyes. What's wrong, I asked? Oh, he said, it's just the way I view life with a little bit of sin. Yes, the sin of racism, raising its ugly face, leaving her bitter with slimy, sour taste. Am I lighting this awareness? Dig deep in your subconscious. All these talks about equalities, it's so obnoxious. Eradicate your minds and be conscious. Serious times calls for serious measures. Oppressors calling the shots at their ledgers is sickening. Psychologically, emotionally, physically, and spiritually to this issue. Don't be a silly Billy. I was created from black mud. Through my veins run blood, fashioned into shape. From myself I can't escape. Is this punishment or constant enslavement to this green-eyed monster? Does anyone have an answer? I'm confused. Still, my sanity I must not lose. Why are we affected? Is it self-inflicted? So many being neglected. Why? Because the discrimination and unpleasant victimization surrounding the color of your skin. Stop. This mental separating. This is why I'm verbally debating. Reconfiguration is needed to ensure our civil liberty. So freedom of speech I demonstrate and express through poetry. In my quest to be a man, I quote the motto of Jamaica, my bandland. Out of many, we are one. So undoubtedly, against negative prejudice and racism, here I make my stand. Don't do racism. Okay, as it's a poetry event, and it's all about the poetry, I don't know about you guys, but like I'm kind of in my elements. You get me? I'm kind of like standing over there looking at me thinking, yo, boy, you're having fun, you get me? And the audience is lovely, you get me? But it's a poetry event, so this is the poem I'm going to do. Like, you guys know Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. So that's a classic. So I probably decided like to write something similar. It's probably not as classical, but probably is memorable and open at some point. It will go along beside Humpty Dumpty where history is concerned. It's called Mr. Poetry. And it goes like this. Mr. Poetry sat upon the wall. Mr. Poetry had a great fall. Would you believe he exploded like a bomb? Out of his brains, poetry comes crawl. One poetry, two poetry, sleep poetry, sit. Wake poetry, stand poetry,
Wow, that was so powerful. Very emotional, very poetic. Thank you very much, Taffis. Put your hands together again for Taffis. I love that, I love that. He's actually made me think about, differences in people. And he's talking about racism, and he's talking about, how people's emotions and it affects it. And to be honest, when people do put things, barriers and that in place, that makes people different, then sometimes, people don't understand each other. And I wanted to, it kind of reminded me of my poem that I'm decided to read now. I've put, going to read God's Religion, because I think that sometimes religions can put up barriers, but you have to respect other people's beliefs, and whatever makes people better people, then, that's good for them. And touching on what Tapas was just saying about, people's differences and things, I'm going to do this one. So this one's called God's Religion. Oh, dear God, how can I call upon Thee in a world with such controversy over religion, your rules and regulations? If there's only one of you, then why such complications? So many differences of opinion, wars of belief and contradictions. Is religion a map which has many roads, taken from where our seeds are sowed? Different paths to follow and directions to take, for us all to end up in the same place. To reach the one true Almighty, the one who created us all, and all the powers that be, the winds that blow and the force of our seas. the mind of mankind and the cycle of life, from beginning to end and the afterlife. Do you control the gates to nirvana or heaven? And will the path I choose take me to cloud 11? Or shall I be held high or low in your esteem if my path should take its own regime? Oh God, would you give me strength to carry on if I followed the teachings of the Quran? Or would you still help me through grief if I followed the scripts of the Guru Granth Sahib? Or do I need to bear a cross and learn from the Holy Bible just to make my existence viable? Would it matter at all if I called for you as Allah, Guru, Messiah, or Christ? Or would the sound of my cries suffice? Would I need to speak to you from a synagogue, mosque, temple, or church, just so that my prayers are not left in the lurch? Because I'm sure if you're Hindu, Sikh, Christian, or even Shinto like the Japanese, you still hold the power to bring us to our knees. If you're Jewish, Buddhist, or Muslim, you still provide us with hope when this world is looking grim. Did you create religion for the purpose of personal choice, diversity, and belief? Or are we forced to go to war to feel sorrow, death, and grief? Would a turban suffice, a veil, or the robes of the Pope, just for you to fulfill me with happiness and hope? Does my skin need to be as rich as chocolate or as pure as milk with a hint of honey? And would my poor soul still be worthy if I wasn't rich with money? Could I still control my karma, and would you still write my fate, regardless of my religion, if I promised to emulate? For I see that you see over the beauty in this one world you have built, and all those that have reached you after their blood has been spilled. But can you help us to realize that those who fail to compromise shall one day bring us all to our demise? Thank you. Thanks, guys. I just nipped that one in there, actually, to be honest. I just added that one. I was inspired by Tappy. What I am going to do for you now is I'm going to do this poem, and the reason I'm going to do this poem because I think it's one of my mom's favourites. I think. My mom listened to me, and my mom used to sing this one back to me a little bit. Mom, this one's for you. It's more money, more money. This one my mom used to go to me. I used to try and rap it, and then my mom used to go, Rhian, more money, more money. So I know that she liked it. So this one's for you, Mom. Not you, Pete, Mum. That's my brother. I must say, I'm going to mention my brother now because I'm going to go into talking about my family. And yes, Pete, come up here. Come here. Come here. Come on. You're going to have a moment with my brother. But he deserves it. Come on, give you a round of applause for my brother, Pete. Wow. If he wasn't my little girl. If he wasn't my kin, he'd be my twin. All right, don't headlock me. He's got a knack for headlocking me.
Sorry, I'm too strong.
You can do more money. I want to say, my brother is partly the reason why I even published this book. Because, when I was younger and I used to write poems and I used to want people to hear them, there was only really my brothers and sisters that would. And it got to the point where I used to be
girl, don't do it, man. Don't give up.
Yeah, don't give up. Yeah, it's true. He says, you know what? Go and put it in a poem, in a book, man, and they'll buy it. They'll buy it. And
I love it to the world's end.
And then when we was kids, I used to just think that he didn't want to hear them. But
every day I cook you breakfast, we not drink it, we not eat it. We just smoke spliff.
Come off stage. Right, anyway, one said too many to do. Okay, Pete, don't talk shit. Get off the stage. Get off. Yeah.
That was just a joke.
All right. Anyways.
Not a smoke.
Right, anyways, my point was, it was Pete that said to me, because quite a few years later, I mean, I've been doing my poetry and I've been doing my work, and when it was a hard place, and a hard time, his voice came back into my head, and his voice told me, you know, what is it that you want to do? And what is it that you want to make of yourself? Because we can all work for somebody else for many years, and then, you know, wonder what our dreams were and what our hopes were, because we have to just go through life and pay for bills and work hard. But it was a time when I thought, what is it that I want to do? And what is it that I want to make of myself? And what is it that I want to be remembered for? And I remembered those words that P said to me in my head. So please give a hand for P again. Thank you. I love my brother.
Thank you.
Okay, go on. Thank you. Love you. Right, thank you. I'm going back to my mum. Right. Okay, so this poem that we're going to do now is more money for mom. More money. Is it the dream you're chasing? Or is it just the fame and ratings for all the finer things in life? Think it will relieve us from struggle and strife? Can we all live in harmony while we're on the grind? More money, we're talking overtime. It's all about the money, debts and fees, people's heads getting blown because of G's. Because you can make it, spend it, break it, fake it. But let me tell you, it don't grow on trees. Because money's what makes this world go around. $1, a dime, or a pound. Getting educated to work and get paid. Then sitting down and calculating how much you made. You need money if you want to wear Versace, Prada, Donna Karan, New York. Even if you want to eat your dinner with a fork. Because it's bullshit. The best things in life ain't free. For everything in life you pay a price or a fee. Because more money, and the happier I'll be. If I was rolling, would I be feeling ecstatically? Living life to the max, wouldn't you want to join me? More money, oh yes indeed. But don't let it possess you. Keep your spirit free, because money's like poison, it's deadly. Whether you're a grabber, a lender, a spider or a spinner, it all starts with money to make you a sinner. As people have their own interests, it's gonna rise. Do so much for it, truth or lies. It may buy you what you desire, or does it enforce greed? Is it something you chase, or do you take lead? You can live for money, you can kill for money, but it won't help if what you do is just for yourself. You can see it pass from day to day. You can save it, spend it, or give it away. Because more money, and the happier I'll be. If I was rolling, would I be feeling ecstatically? Living life to the max, wouldn't you want to join me? More money, oh yes indeed. But don't let it possess you. Keep your spirit free, because money's like poison, it's deadly. More money, mom. All right. And, yep, I love my brothers. But there's been a man in my life that has been the most influential man, obviously, from day one. I'm talking about my dad. Yeah. And I just want to say that my dad has been the best teacher that I've ever had. I'm talking about all teachers in school. I'm talking about all teachers, anyway, college, adult learning, anything. My dad continued to... Thank you. Here's my dad. A round of applause for my dad. My dad continued to always encourage us. And like we were talking earlier at the beginning of this, and we were talking about parents maybe not really understanding what we're doing in the arts. And I must say that my parents, they weren't fully aware of what I wanted to go off and do rehearsals about and things. But one thing I can say is they never ever discouraged us. They never ever stopped us from trying to achieve what we wanted to achieve. And my mom and dad always supported us. They always felt that, you know, if you think that you're going to be good at it, or if you want to do something, or you're happy doing it, then, you know, they always have supported us. They've always stayed by our side, and they've always just encouraged us to be better. So a big round of applause for my mom. Mom, come up. And also, my dad has come up as well, because my dad, he's I think the reason that I'm a poet, isn't it, Dad?
I think so.
I think so.
I'll try.
Yeah, because my dad used to write poetry when I was young, and he always had some phrases put together, and Dad's handwriting is excellent, so I can't really compare on that, but he used to always say, make your handwriting better. So today, one of the most important men in my life, someone I adore, I love, I couldn't live without. Dad's going to read a poem for us today from a book.
Thank you.
Welcome, Bhatoe. You have to talk a bit into the mic.
Right. Just a word or two, or maybe three. First of all, I say hello, good evening, everybody, and I'd like to thank everybody for coming here tonight and making this event very successful. And I am really, really happy for Rhian as well, and her book, which she has made a lot of impression on everybody. It's just like having the lights, the rainbows, lights falling on the moon and on the stars and shining brightly and make a big impression. She has, my daughter, made a very big impression by writing this poetry. I used to write little small poetries like I wish I was a china cup in which you take your coffee, because every sip you took would be a kiss for me. Or a very little one, two in a car, two little kisses, after 2 weeks, Mr. and Mrs. Or I used to tell Rhian, your life is like a sheet of snow. Be careful how you tread it, because every mark you make or a print will show your good life and bad life, or what you've been doing good in your life or bad life. So always try and make a good impression on everybody. And she has come up with this effective impression tonight. Shall I? Okay, I'll read this one. This is the one I liked.
The coffee one. The one he liked.
Yeah.
You got it?
Because I think
Reminds
this is
you
a
of me.
real one of you, because it is related to her workplace as well. Little bit.
Yeah, which I have many of
Café
my friends from
Rouge.
Cafe Rouge here tonight. Big up the Cafe Rouge crew.
Yeah.
Hey.
This Frenchman walks into the cafe and he goes, good afternoon, and Rhian, sorry, goes, good afternoon, sir, please take a seat.
Use the mic then.
Oh, sorry, yeah. Okay, I'll have to take my glasses off. Okay, that's better now, because I got a long sight. Yeah, just a quick coffee, it says. Very good. Good afternoon, sir. Please take a seat. Would you like a little something to eat? And the Frenchman goes, oh no, dear, I feel quite beat. Just need to take a load off my feet. I think I'll just have a drink, if I may, miss. What do you recommend? Well, Rhian goes, there's this. We have a cappuccino, mocha, latte, espresso double or small. He goes, a latte in a glass, that's tall. A latte, sir, that's just Italian for milk. Would you like that hot or cold? Hot with an espresso. Okay, sir, that's one cafe latte sold. And then while Rhian is making the coffee, she reads his face. So as he waits his warm coffee cup, his mind gently drifts away as to where his coffee may be coming from and exactly how it's made. For coffee beans were not found, it seems, until the 19th century in Ethiopia. Oh dear. In lands of high, but now we have filtered instant and dry. In high supply all across the world. As his drink arrives, he replies, "Is it okay to smoke? As I do like a cigarette with my coffee." "Oh, monsieur, how very French. And chant, silver plate for you, sir. One cafe a lot." Now, alone with his drink, he has a moment to think. While Rhian is watching him and clear his mind from all his worries as his cup hands around his glass. His palms are warmed from a freeze as the aroma of his coffee fills the air in a gentle breeze. So he takes a sip with a frothy lip of milk streamed to perfection. Just right, he thinks, thanks to Lemo Monsieur Creation for his customers, though his Italian cappuccinos were a bit too strong. So he had made them long with extra milk and called them lattes. So as his drink came to an end, he said thank you and see you again, and was happy to have just stopped for a quick coffee. Thank you. Thank you. I'd like you to enjoy your evening tonight. Everybody have a good time and enjoy.
Thank you. And that's for you. Cheers.
No, it's all right.
No. You deserve the bubbly most. Thanks for all the 4 years. Mum and Dad looked after me when I was premature,
Actually, yes. Rhian used to read my little poetries. I used to have a notepad and a pen always in my pocket. And I don't know when she was
Dad had a
reading
poem.
my poetries written on the pad.
Dad had a poem and he said, "True friends are like diamonds, precious and rare." And I used to say, "And false friends are like pebbles and found everywhere."
No.
And my dad used to correct me.
No.
Dad used to correct me, and what did Dad used to say? Dad say, "Rhian, it's not like that.
False friends are like dead leaves and you find them everywhere." My little poetries, but I am glad she has made a book which anybody and everybody can read, and it's a reality book because it is like in today's time how people are, feeling and how they are living in this time. So anyway, thank you very much,
Thank you,
everybody. Thank you
This one's for you,
coming
Dad.
as well.
Thank you. I don't know if this mic's really any good. But
I know, Mike, you put it down if you need it.
Okay. Thanks, Dad. Love you.
Love you too.
And then I would like Mum.
Thank you.
Can my mum please come up to the stage, please? Come on. Oh, look at her. Mum. Mum, come on. Mum's shy. Come on, Mum. Everyone give a round of applause for my Mum. I just want to say to my Mum, thank you, Mum. Love you. My mum is such a strong person. My mum is like, she's just shown us. I'll tell you, I mean, it's probably good for my job, Mum, as a waitress, but she's taught us always how to smile. Always smiling and always bubbly, which overcomes a lot. Even when if people are going through a difficult time or, just life stuff. My mum always taught us, put your face on, smile, come out the house. Don't make other people miserable with a miserable face. So, Mum, thanks for making me smile, always. I love you, and this is for you. Hold on, Mum. And this is for you. I want to say, I love you.
Me too.
Do you want to say anything?
Yeah.
Say something.
Hello, everybody, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy you come to Rhian's. So everything's okay. I'm fine. I'm happy for her, what she done. And I'm so grateful for her. And we all be helping for her and other people helping her as well. Everybody's fine. So thanks very much anyway.
I think the word Mom's looking for is proud. Love you, Mom. Love you, Dad. Right, so we are coming to a close to the end of the show, and then we'll all be ready for a dance. But I do want to introduce our next entertainment. This entertainment is coming to you today from See Garments. See Garments have actually been a sponsor of the event today. So I would say without them, maybe it wouldn't have been possible. But they've been a great support, they've been great sponsors, and I